All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Agiam and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and faith and in sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the GMS Houston camp, and his lesson is going to be entitled, the destruction is created for the wicked. All right. All of these things that the Lord, is going to bring upon the planet Earth, right? The plagues, the tribulation, and all these particular things, right, are made for wicked souls and wicked individuals. All right. So if we are doing all that we're supposed to be doing, we shouldn't fear the things to come. All right. We should pray and hope, and expect, to be delivered by Yahweh Shai. Right, and to be protected by Yahweh, to be protected by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, that should be, what we should expect to happen. All right, we shouldn't expect, to be put to death or, to suffer, a horrible, death by, famine and all of these particular things, right? We shouldn't expect that. Okay? Even though we know some men, right, that the Lord, he ordained certain men to basically die for this word, right, as far as that they hand to Esau, and that's still how can I say it? Right, to die for the Lord, that's still a good way to go out. That's not a dishonorable death. That's an honorable death. That's what I was looking for. That's an honorable death. All right. And you will have certain men, certain individuals, right, that's going to be ordained for that, but the Lord is going to give them the strength to get through that. Right. But as far as like all this other, the terrible shit that the Lord is gonna bring upon this place, right? Specifically speaking about Babylon the Great, though. Man, these things are for the wicked, right? So we don't got nothing to worry about. All right? And we should want these things to happen. All right? We should want these things to come upon these people, all right, for their pride, toward the Most High. All right? These things are for them, the ones that's being disobedient, the ones that's not walking in the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? Speaking about the Israelites, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Bro, we rehearsing the righteous acts, bro. We got the Passover coming up, right? How many people you think keeping that, right? Or the Day of Atonement, right? The Sabbath. But we are doing these things. So we got a great chance, to make it out of here. We keep doing this until the end, all right? But I just wanted to get a quick lesson in real quick, man, before I clock in, But this is Sirach 40 and 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge, right? These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So these particular things, right? These particular, like I said, death, bloodshed, right? These are horrible judgments and horrible things, right? It says that it's created, right, for the wicked. So these things were made just for them. Okay? It says, and for their sakes came the flood. All right. So wicked people, get great judgments like this. Not a man of the Lord. All right. Not someone who's, trying their best to be obedient unto the Heavenly Father. Constantly meditating upon the word, meditating upon precepts, meditating upon the law. Right? With the most Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in the forefront, right, of their minds. All right, these things are not created for individuals like that. The Lord got salvation stored up, right, for those individuals, and we hope to be a part of that. All right, and this is why the flood came. The flood came because of wicked people, right? Specifically, the sons of God, all right, and the people in the earth. It says that they only could imagine, this roughly paraphrasing, right? Imagine evil continually in their hearts, all right, which is in their minds. So these people were doing whatever the hell they wanted to do, and not walking, right, and the way that the Most High, set up and intended, for us to live. So the Lord had to bring the flood to destroy them. All right, but what happened? You had Noah, right, and his family with him. They were delivered from that. All right, because when you read Hebrews 11th chapter, it speaks about Noah, moving in that fear to build an ark. Okay, so Noah was obedient and did what the Lord told him to do, and he got salvation from that. All right, so it's gonna be the same way with us, right? First, before I get that, we get Jeremiah 15:1. It says, "Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy." So the Lord has destined, right, certain spirits to be destroyed in this manner. All right. And this is already set up. The Lord knows who he's going to bring this upon. Okay. This is not meant for the elect. This is not meant for those that were ordained from the foundation of the earth to come into this truth and to believe in Yahushua. All right. Those particular souls, right, were made for salvation, right? But these were made, just for this. All right. You have people that were born just for this lot right here to be destroyed. Okay. Because you got to think about it. This is not our first time being here on this planet Earth. All right. Hey, we have lived multiple times. And we got sins, bro, that we don't even know that we committed. All right. But the Lord show mercy and grace, by calling us into this truth so we can have an opportunity, to serve him and to be saved and be delivered. Right. But other people, man, bro, tell them what they done did. Right. But those things, they will be judged for, right, in their past lives and in this life. All right. But we're in Yahushua. Yahushua's blood is going to cover that for all of us. Okay. But for the rest, bro, this is what they have to look forward to. All right, we're supposed to, have salvation in the forefront of our minds. All right, of being delivered. This is our hope. All right, this is what we are hoping in. All right, and that hope got to be greater than worrying about what the hell, about to happen to these people, or the things that are about to happen on the planet Earth. Right, the hope and salvation, right, is supposed to be greater, right, than all of the BS, and all these things that's about to go on. All right. Zechariah 13:8. It said, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." Right. So 2 parts. It says 2 parts shall be cut off. All right. And going to it was 66.6%, right, of the Israelites. All right. But it's talking about over here in America. Right. That's why it says in the land. All right. In all the land. All right. Babylon the Great. This is what it's talking about. And that's a lot of Israelites. So the Lord knows who is going to be in this lot. He knows, right, who's going to be a part of this. And he knows who's going to be, that third part as well. All right. So these, what we call it 2/3, right? Hey, they got to worry about this, right? Esau and them, the heathen that's over here as well. They got to worry about all of this. All right, bro, we truly serving the Lord and being sincere, man, and doing all that we can, bro, each and every day, right, day in, day out, man, bro, we should not be worried about none of this. Hey, they got to worry. They should be afraid. They should be scared. They should be in fear. All right, this is a good time for us. All right, we about to get the kingdom. It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Right, the Lord bringing us through hell, certain tribulations, right, to refine us and to make us better and to polish us, right, to continue to make us, a more beautified, piece of gold, right? Just because you got to put gold in the fire to get the impurities out of it. All right, the Lord is doing that, right, to getting us ready to be in those leadership positions, right? Not to destroy us. Right? It says, and I will heal them. I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, Yahweh is my God. Right? So the Lord, right, is going to, because literally too, he's going to bring the elect through the fire as far as being saved from the nuclear destruction. All right? So this is what we should hope to be a part of. All right? Ezekiel 9:4, it says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right, that mark goes into Dawa, which means to be exempt from judgment. Right, so from the horrible judgments that are coming, right, onto this place, Babylon the Great, right, you're going to have certain men, right, and that you're going to have, their families as well. That's the Lord's will, right? That's going to be protected with them. All right. But they're going to be protected from the judgments to come that the Lord is about to bring. Like when I started off with Sirach, the 40th chapter, verse 9. All right. All of those things that these individuals are going to be protected from. It says, and to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. And begin in my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. So the point is, come not near any man whom is the mark. Right? So these destructions, because this is speaking about the angels coming through, and basically bringing forth death. Right? And all of these things, the famine, the tribulations, and all of that, bro, the Lord be having the angels stirring up all of these things. Okay? The Lord uses those are, his servants, right? And they gladly do his bidding, do his will. All right? So they're going to be bringing great death upon the planet Earth, right? But the elect, right, will be preserved. It said, come not near any man whom is the mark. So this destruction, right, these plagues, these famine, right, is not for the elect. All right. The Lord said, my servants shall eat, right, and drink. Yahweh Shah said, even Matthew 6? Man, don't even be worried about all of that. Hey, the Lord, he knows what we need. He going to take care of us. Right. In these times and more so in the times to come. All right. Just like he did in the wilderness. We left up out of the land of Egypt, right? It's the 2nd Ezra 9:22. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, right? So you have people that were just born to be destroyed, born for their lot, like I spoke about, right? They were born to go through these things and to be destroyed, right? To be judged for things that they have done. All right. You got people that scoff and mock at the prophets as well. All right. Hey, those things, bro. The Lord is going to get people for that. They will not escape that, right? It says, let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. All right. So really talking about the elect. All right. Because what it says, was that Jeremiah 2? I have planted thee a noble vine. All right. And the Lord is bringing the elect, back to being that noble vine. All right, because all of Israel, right, is not being cleaned up, right, and washed through this truth and got this word in them. All right, only the elect is doing that right now. Okay, so it says, let my grape be kept. So they're not going to perish. All right. So, this was just a lesson just going into that, man. Just harping on the point that the destructions, right, the tribulations, and we're going to take part in the tribulation. But as far as, the Lord bringing these things upon us to destroy us, man, it's not so. All right. If we be those men and of the elect, all right, we don't got nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. All right. If we got the Lord on our side. All right. Hey, so that's the lesson. All right. With that, hey, I'm going to say shalom.